Welcome to Anime and Alcohol, where we chop it up about some of the latest and most legendary anime, with a little help from our friend Alcohol.
Alcohol.
We are your hosts, KC Persona and Animated Boucher.
Oh, she's the greasy.
And today we're here to talk about something random. Because the anime we was about to watch, we gotta wait.
We waiting on our new co-host to come back. Niggas out enjoying this life. I support it.
So I literally hit Mr. Boucher up and said, hey, we got to do an episode. I'm going to find a movie. And what I did, usually I just be like, let's watch something classic, something tried and true that everybody already know about. I said, no, let me pick something completely random. And so what I did was I went on Netflix, I went on Hulu, I went on all the streaming sites and looked up anime movies and then find what? Go ahead.
Wait a minute. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna save this comment for later. Okay, I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had the best video of all time.
Went on Netflix, went on Hulu, went on HBO, and then find shit. Well, I found stuff on HBO, but it's mostly Studio Ghibli stuff and DC adult anime.
Yeah, and those are considered classics.
So I was
the crazy part about DC animation? It's all done by Japanese and Korean artists. You ever watch the credits at the end of the movie? I watch credits because, I'd be like, I know niggas who do this shit. So I'd be like, let me see if one of my people's name pop up. Like, I want to support. Like, boom. Like, to me, the credits is the most important. But, like, of course, the work you did. But to me, the credits is the most important part of a movie or a TV show. Like, boom, that's your fucking name. It's in cement. Like, anytime I watch something I've done with credits, now I don't give a fuck about the actual project. I just want to see my name across the street. Well, yeah, that's crazy though. Dude, I watched the credits one time for one of the Batman movies,
and it was just all Korean artists.
Japanese and Korean artists.
Yes, because most of that the style that they're using now is more anime adjacent than it is American animation. I think a lot of animation is moving more towards the anime style.
Yeah, you got to especially think about like artists our age, right?
Oh, we grew up watching anime
because artists our age are the artists who are running the animation world these days, and we grew up watching anime.
Yep,
most of us. Any artist, most niggas in general, but any artist who be like, I don't like anime. What kind of artist are you? You what? You lame, nigga. The fuck?
But all right. So I got on Hulu, then see Nana Ting. Don't go on Hulu looking for anime movies. You might find some shows, but movies, no. Crunchyroll, I wasn't gonna even try.
Crunchyroll is difficult, and I still use Funimation. Yeah. And they stopped updating that app about 2 years ago. I still use that shit.
Funimation is difficult too. Whoever is localizing and running these anime sites, Sony, I'm gonna need you to get together. Do something with the interface. Make it easier to search. Put shit together that's supposed to be together.
That's the one shit. That's the one
separated.
Like shit. Come on. That's the one thing I don't like. I love Sony. That's the one thing I don't like about Sony. When it comes to interface, and user, bro, their interface is horrible. Like, that's the only thing I think Xbox got over PlayStation is the interface.
I don't know.
Still PlayStation all fucking data.
When you get used to the PlayStation 5 interface, it makes sense.
It makes sense.
But it is still a little convoluted.
It's still a little, what the fuck is it? It's over here somewhere.
So I went on Netflix and I found a few things that I saw that might have been interesting. I let Mr. Boucher pick out of the two. The other one, I don't even remember the name of it. It looked more interesting to me, but this guy said, yeah.
It did look more. Honestly, I'm going to be honest. I just wanted to pick something. So I was like, let's just do the first one. Since that's what you sent first, we going to do that.
All right. So I ain't looking at no trailers. I ain't looking at nothing. I just looked at the artwork and the time that the movie was. It was an hour 40. I said, boom, throw this one down. Mr. Boucher he picked the first one. The first one that he picked was Bubble, and you can find that right now on Netflix if you want to go check it out before we get started, because we're about to hit you with some spoilers.
Spoiler alert.
But before we get into it, Mr. Boucher, what are you drinking?
Story time. So, as always, as you guys know, I always drink myself a little margarita. I'm actually trying to crack this bottle open to, tell y'all what I'm drinking. But let me give y'all the story behind this bottle. So, I got a little check, right? And, I was singing that little Rich Homie Quan. I done got me a check. I got a check. And so, that's Rich Homie, right?
I don't know.
I done got me a check. I got a check. I done got me a chick. I got a chick. Something like that.
I had to hear the
song. So I go to the liquor store. I pick up my regular. Pick up my tequila. Pick up a little bottle of Crown, and then I say, "Hey, you, Mister Alcohol Store Clerk Worker,
what do you recommend?
Dude, what whiskey would you recommend?"
He said,
whiskey. I said, "What whiskey would you recommend? What are your favorite whiskeys?" And so he says, "Well, what's your price point?" I said, "Well, I got me a check. Ain't no price point. What's up?" It's a nice check. And so dude's like, "Oh, okay." And so the very first bottle that this nigga points out, it's Angel something. I can't remember the exact name of it. But this shit was $175. And I said,
you had a check.
I said, "You motherfucker." I know I said ain't no price point, but I didn't mean it wasn't no price point. So after some talking, I went ahead and got this fine top shelf whiskey called Woodford Reserve.
Ooh.
Yes,
I ain't gonna say it looked fancy.
It looked expensive. The bottle was like $80. The bottle was like $80.
I had to see the bottle in person.
I have not drank it yet, so when we take our shots, I can tell you what it makes you feel like.
Okay, wow. Well, while you pull you up something, you got your margarita?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. So
Chris
always mixing. So you already know what I'm drinking. It's tequila. And going forward, I'm since we're doing video now, I'm gonna try to do some mixed beverages, some cocktails. See if I can do something at the house. But I've been on my tequila journey, searching different tequilas. Well, today I got this little bottle here by recommendation, Altos. It's all right.
I feel like I've seen the bottle before, but I've never tried it.
It's all right. It's the $70 range, $70-$80 range. Tastes like an añejo. I've been on the añejo journey, like trying different añejos.
It's a good journey.
I found one that I like. It's the Activo, whatever. I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. It's the one with the twisty bottle, the little swirl bottle with the shot in the top. If you had it, you know what I'm talking about.
No, only bottle I could think of with a shot in the top is the old 1800s.
I actually got a bottle in the house. I have to show you, but I'm not gonna show you right now. I'll show you on the next podcast. Okay. But just taking shots, and I got a little margarita mix of Tres Agaves. It's actually pretty good. It's been sitting in my refrigerator for about 7 months.
Oh shit! So it's nice and chilled, nice and ready to be drink.
Yep. It's delicious too. Shoot, you probably get fucked up off this because honestly, it tastes like juice.
Oh, see, that'd be the problem with my margaritas. Goddamn, the way I mix these shits, I put like 6 shots in that bitch at minimum.
Damn.
A margarita, right? And then I fill about halfway up to the top from where the liquor is. I fill about halfway with margarita mix. And then I'll put like some kind of juice. Like right now, my juice is a mango guava juice that I got from Aldi. And I'll put some and I'll put some like 2 little teaspoons of simple syrup. You can't taste the alcohol in this shit. So
we'll see. I'm gonna get back on my cocktail thing, I kind of like stepped away from the cocktails because I want to control my intake. And sometimes the cocktails mess with my stomach a little bit. So try to keep it nice and simple. Give me where I need to be and cut it off. But let's go ahead and do some housekeeping. We're gonna start doing housekeeping at the beginning of the podcast. I promise y'all this ain't gonna be as long, but y'all know we like to rant if you haven't been listening to the podcast. So housekeeping. Next episode, go ahead and watch it now because it's long. Well, it's not long. It's like 26, 27 episodes.
24 episodes, 24. 2 seasons, 24 episodes each.
I don't even consider. I consider a season of anime 24 episodes.
Yeah, so it's each season is 24 episodes. So the first is 2 seasons. Both of them are 24 episodes.
Hold on, what the did you watch?
What you talking about? Unlimited Blade Works?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 24 episodes in both seasons.
Did you watch what's that thing called? Hold up, guys. We came to a realization. The follow-up. What's the name of the follow-up? You watched it.
I have not watched what comes after Unlimited Blade Works.
Unlimited Blade Works is only 24 episodes. Hold up, y'all. I'm gonna edit this out. Fate. We're watching. So we're doing the follow-up for Fate Zero. Fate Infinity Blade Works.
Fate Stay Night.
Fate Stay Night Works. Unlimited Blade Works.
Which technically is the follow-up, but it's the first one of the Fate series.
Yeah.
So Fate Zero was a prequel.
Yeah, it was a prequel to
Fate Stay Night.
Fate Stay Night, which came out in like 1990 something or the early 2000s. One or the other. I think it was like 2006 or something.
It came out like 2009, if I'm not mistaken. Googling right now.
Because it's a movie. It's the 2006 Fate Stay Night.
Came out in 2004.
I see 2006.
Oh, the game came out in 2004. Oh, it was a game first.
Yeah. And so the different iterations are supposed to be. We're not going to get into this. We're going to get into this during the day. We'll figure this out. We're doing Fate Stay Night, Unlimited Blade Works. Watch the first season, 24 episodes, because that's what's going to be, we're covering. That's what we're going to be covering, because that's what the fuck I watched.
Yeah, like shit. But we'll get into it.
You watch.
I'm Googling to see what the fuck, how many episodes it is, because I just want to, came out in 20.
You didn't watch the first season twice, did you?
Oh, no. Okay, so first season is 13 episodes. Oh, well, I guess you're right. It's just one. Well, it's a long-ass goddamn...
I think it felt longer than it should have. But we'll get into that. So y'all watch Fate Stay Night, Unlimited Blade Works. We're going to talk about that
then
next.
Join us
for the review. Yeah. But we're going to go ahead and get into this bubble. Oh, and we're going to take this shot.
First things first. Salute.
Mine's a half a shot. I know y'all seen that. I'm already 2 in, and I got to get up in the morning.
So. I also had to get up in the morning. This ain't bad. It's a little spicy. On the tongue, it's spicy, but it's smooth going down.
Is it worth the $80 you paid for the bottle?
I think it is.
Okay.
This ain't no take a shot whiskey, though. This a drink that shit whiskey.
Drink it on ice?
Mm-hmm. Man, that shit good as fuck. That shit getting a nigga fucked up. I know that much. I could tell. Oh, yeah, it's good, though. I fuck with it. I will save this bottle.
All right.
And not kill it.
What? And don't give me no late night calls.
Shit. Hey, I can't make no promises. I get fucked up. I'll be like, hey, nigga, I'm fucked up. How about them Cowboys?
Bubble. In an abandoned Tokyo overrun by bubbles and gravitational anomalies, one gifted young man has a fated meeting with a mysterious girl. That was via Netflix, y'all. That's all the synopsis you need, because that's all the fuck that happened.
That's the whole movie right there.
The whole movie. Pros and cons.
Pros and cons. It was animated beautifully.
Oh, it was animated great.
It was amazing, like
great
colorful.
Great use of 3D.
Couldn't even tell there was 3D in there. Great use of color. Yeah, that's my
background. It had movie backgrounds, y'all.
It did. It was real good visually.
Very detailed.
Yeah.
World felt real lived in.
Yeah. It looked good.
That's about the only pro I had.
That's about the only pro I got.
All right, let's rip this motherfucker. First, I'm gonna start off. We might as well go this beat by beat because it ain't that many beats. But first, Chris, I know I don't watch that many anime movies, but I've been watching anime for a while. And for the life of me, I can't remember an anime movie having an intro sequence.
I thought I was tripping.
It had an opening, y'all.
I really thought I was tripping.
Like, I thought I was tripping. I said, is this a series?
Look. I rewinded this shit like 2 times. Like, I know I'm not tripping. Like, maybe I was just walking around trying to get, settled, and I missed a little something, and there was some shit going on, and I just heard music. These motherfuckers had an opening. That shit was unnecessary as fuck.
Hold on, I'm looking at some background information on the wiki.
Yeah, I got it pulled up too.
Okay, it's a manga adaptation, as per usual. From a Shonen Jump.
This is a shonen?
Yeah, it's a shonen. Don't feel like it. I'm trying to see if the shonen was a long. It couldn't have been long running.
It couldn't have been long. Let me see. I'm on the wiki too. The wiki is very short, by the way.
Oh yeah, it's dumb short. So it couldn't have been. Apparently, I haven't been a proponent of watching shonens since forever. Probably had maybe 4 Shonen Jump growing up. Most of them.
Really?
Yeah. I went Uncle Taylor. I had more Boondocks comics than I had shonens.
You talking about the actual mangas or the shows?
The mangas.
Okay, well, all right. When it comes to the shonen mangas growing up, I really had Dragon Ball and Yu Yu Hakusho. I ain't start getting into shonens.
You had the reading actual
shonens. I had like the actual physicals.
Books. Oh, okay. Nah, yeah, Shonen Jumps, they had weekly or monthly releases, and that's where most of your long running mangas got their starts. And
shout out the Shonen app, which is $2 a month.
Oh, so you still be reading?
I read One Piece faithfully, nigga.
Oh, damn.
And I read Black Clover. Black Clover is actually good.
Damn.
Manga wise.
I ain't gonna even try it.
Manga wise.
I ain't
gonna hold you.
I watched the first 12 episodes. I was like, no.
Oh, what? One Piece?
Black Clover.
Black Clover. Oh, I feel like you was there. I think we was still working together when I started my Black Clover journey.
We talked about this on the pod. Let's not go back into it.
Okay. The manga's better than the anime. Straight up.
As per usual. But okay, we don't see a lot on the wiki. Let's get back into it. So this had an intro, y'all.
It had an intro. Which was unnecessary. I don't want to spend too much time talking about the intro because we both fully agree this was really not necessary. We ain't need that shit.
Didn't need it at all.
Let's get into some real, since we only had one pro. Let's get into some real con. I mean, I'm gonna be real. As you guys can tell from listening to so far, actually, you'll probably get a better feel by going back and listening to On My Ex's Couch. I'm a harsh critic with
I got a pro. The music was not that bad.
I wasn't paying attention.
Actually had some good what's the word? orchestration.
Yeah, that's good word.
And composed. It was composed very good.
Compositions.
I like it. Okay. Composition.
I could dig that.
He got it.
I could dig that. I honestly wasn't listening to the music enough to really,
So everybody, the first 45 minutes of this motherfucker.
It was bad.
Let me see. Hibiki falls from tower, saved by mysterious girl.
Hibiki,
yeah. The Undertakers win against the Mad Lobsters. Uda reads The Little Mermaid.
That also confused me a little bit. Was they the Undertakers or the Reapers?
You heard Reapers? I heard the Morticians.
Morticians. Yeah. Was they the Undertakers or even though that is the exact same shit? An Undertaker is a mortician.
I think
no. An Undertaker is not a mortician. An Undertaker is the nigga who digs the grave.
What's the mortician do?
The mortician is the nigga who embalms your dead body.
So it's not the same thing.
They are not the same shit. So why they got two different names that was never locked down?
Maybe it's a dubbing issue. It might be a dubbing issue. We watched the dub.
Of course we watched the dub.
I watched the dub with subtitles though, and it was the
same. And it was the same shit because the subtitles don't lie. The subtitles give you the same shit from the actual sub.
Oh, maybe because the Mad Lobsters, they was giving them other nicknames too. So maybe it was just a nickname that everybody
used. The nicknames they gave the Mad Lobsters was some trash talk. Boom, there's a pro. Boy, they was talking cash shit to the lobsters. That motherfucker said, all right, you mad crawfish. Where the lobsters? Okay, you mad sea crab. The Mortician Undertakers was talking cash shit. I could appreciate that. I like cash shit talk. Makes my heart warm.
Uda reads The Little Mermaid with the lady. They said her name once and I missed it and they never said her name again.
They said her name when so she got kidnapped. They said her name after she got saved from being kidnapped.
What was it? Oh, Makoto.
Yeah. Yeah. I ain't even gonna try.
Makoto.
I was just finna say it could be Makoto. You know how the Japanese names be.
Oh no, I got it now.
Especially in anime. Yeah. And you know something I was thinking about. I wonder, and this is like my inquisitive part coming out, and I don't want to sound ignorant when I say this shit, even though by definition I am ignorant when I say this. I wonder, do these names in the animes be real names in Japanese culture? Like, do they use these actual names? Like, do people name their children Sakura and Naruto and Sanji?
I mean, Sasuke is ninja, so I don't think they name Sasuke.
I mean, it might be a motherfucker out there named Sasuke.
Might be.
Especially after Naruto.
Most of the animes, I think they're using common names or symbolic names.
Because I know Sakura Buffet.
So I'm thinking they're using like common names or old. They might be using old names, or somebody
names that ain't in style no more.
Yeah, names that ain't in style no more. But I got the Blue Blazers name, at least half of them. At least I still don't know the guy with the long hair who's supposedly the leader, because they said that one time. I don't got his name. You ever get his name?
Nah.
I got Usagi, Hibiki.
I'm gonna be honest. I only remember like 3 people's names from the shit.
Uda, Makoto,
Makoto, the Makazu,
and Isuchi. That was a nigga with the Caesar haircut.
Yeah, with the little braids and shit in the back.
Nah, that was the rat tail. Usagi.
Okay.
Usachi, I ain't learned to like that midway action scene. He the one with the Caesar haircut, with the
I know which one you're talking about.
The low Vegeta. Yeah. Other than that, that's all I got.
I got nothing, man. I'm gonna be honest. This might be.
I think it was a dope concept.
I didn't like the concept.
If they would have did more with it, you ain't like the whole parkour race to the flag.
I thought that shit was whack as fuck.
What? Nah.
I did. Because I literally was watching and it was like, so you telling me? I was on the phone and I said, you telling me this shit is all about parkour racing?
To the flag, yeah. I think parkour is pretty dope. Actually, the action scenes were decent.
Parkour is dope, but I'm gonna say this: I'm gonna put that right in the same field as watching that one anime where they do volleyball, or that other anime where they play basketball. Who wants an actual anime about this shit? We thought we wanted an anime about this shit, but it wasn't.
I haven't watched a sports anime in a while, but Prince of Tennis is dope.
Yeah, okay.
I had to go back and watch it. You know, it was some years ago. It was over 15 years ago. But when I remember watching it, I was like, oh yeah, this shit kind of hard.
You remember we went back and watched Trigun.
Yeah, we went back and watched Trigun. Wasn't impressed. Actually, are we gonna do the remake?
Fuck no.
No? Okay. Because no. I didn't want to do it. I wasn't it. I was even less impressed with that. I think
I watched like the first 2 episodes.
Yeah, I got better like shit to do with my 3 life. Episodes in. Yeah.
Like, you turn on Pornhub. I got better shit to do with my life.
Oh shit. All right. I thought it was a pretty decent concept. I mean, it was basic, but it was decent.
So the thing I didn't like about the concept, I ain't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
But I do that. The thing I didn't like about the concept is how basic it was. It was like I could tell. So when I was watching it, and I was like, "Wow, this really giving me Sword Art Online vibes."
Nah.
In a way, like, and don't tell me you're gonna say something good about SAO.
Sword Art Online had an amazing concept. Amazing
concept, yes. Execution,
yes.
Terrible.
Terrible.
And so when it came to the concept, it gave me the execution of SAO. It was like, oh, okay, some hard shit's going on. As soon as homeboy was drowning and little homegirl came down and saved him and kissed him, I said, okay, I can already tell where this is going. We're going to have a little SAO bullshit going on, but ain't nobody going to be fighting to the death for their own lives and shit.
I
and not necessarily say I want to watch people fight in every anime, but you know.
Visually, I wasn't perturbed to that point. Not perturbed, but turned off.
Yeah, perturbed's a good word.
Yeah.
I mean, visually, you know, visually it was nice, but
visually it was striking at the beginning.
I could tell where the story was going.
The biggest turn off was that opening at the beginning of the movie. I was like, it's a movie, y'all. Y'all ain't got time to do this.
Mm-mm.
And when we got into it, I see why they did it, because they was trying to pad some more time in there for whatever reason. Because the first 45 minutes ain't shit happen.
It ain't shit happen. Like, I almost turned that shit off and was just like, let's just go ahead and do this shit. I was like, no, I'm a muscle through. God damn it. It was bad. It was real bad. I wasn't a fan. I guess y'all kind of know where my rating might go.
Maybe I'm trying to play devil's advocate, but it was some stuff to like. The concept, it had a good starting point. And if they built on it, like they'd use it more as a backdrop for the parkour, for more of a backdrop. Because we only got maybe 3 action scenes.
Highly recommend this.
Where's that
liquor that I'm holding? Woodford Reserve.
Like,
it's spicy on your tongue, and that's it. That shit's smooth.
And then it's smooth on the way down. Okay.
It's smooth on the way down. You're gonna feel a little bite on your tongue afterwards. I fuck with it. I fuck with it. Boy, put an ice cube in that bitch. Let the flavor. Boom. This. All right. Boom. So back in the day when we was talking about niggas being drinkers and shit. And I used to always say, man, if you just sit down with a whiskey or a bourbon, you put an ice cube, or if you don't put an ice cube, just do a little flicker of some water in there. It's going to expand the flavor. I can tell off rip. This liquor is not a take a shot liquor. This is some sit down slow and drink that shit. If I put some ice cubes in that bitch, that little spicy part on your tongue is gonna go away. Oh, that's different. I fuck with it. I fuck with this. I'm happier about this liquor than I am
about this anime. That's what I was saying. He want to talk about the liquor more than the anime. Yeah, I just at the beginning I don't know too much to talk about. Like the girl forms out of bubbles.
And so that was one thing. Like, as soon as they, her and what was her name, Makoto, was in the library, and she was like, "Oh, that's the Little Mermaid." This, that, and the third.
Oh yeah, they gave away the story at that point.
Okay, I already knew how gave away the story. You want to read it? And then the first words she ever spoke: "You're the prince, and I'm the mermaid." Okay, I see where this is going.
You ever watch Ponyo?
I've never watched it, but I've heard about it. Ponyo.
It's kids movie. It's kids movie.
I've heard about it. I ain't watched it before. Because I fuck with some kids movies. I would tell them.
It's good. It's good. You just the dubbing. You might want to watch the sub because the dub, the voice of the girl, and the dub is kind of annoying. So probably watch the sub. But it's other than that, it's pretty good. My daughter loves it. So whenever I put it on, she's like, Ponyo. But it's basically the same story.
Okay.
Girl come out of the water. She don't supposed to be there. Chaos ensues because... Is that the actual story of the Little Mermaid?
The actual story of the Little Mermaid is what they explained in this movie.
Yeah, that's why I figured. Yeah.
The youngest daughter of the king has a unhealthy infatuation with the land, life, the human world, with a beautiful voice, and wants to become a part of it.
Oh yeah, so Ponyo, the same story. It's just the voice part. Take the voice part out.
It's more watch it in sub, so I ain't got to hear that shit.
Yeah, go watch Ponyo. Go watch Ponyo. It's better than this. More happen. It's more interesting. More intrigue. You have more fun. Studio gifts, baby.
I read something yesterday. They are reanimating Yu Yu Hakusho next year.
Are they?
Mm-hmm.
No. It's gonna blow me. I promise.
Reanimating, not redoing it, not rebooting. Just reanimating.
You know what that sound to me? 3D. What's the best cost saving measure?
No, fuck that. Y'all
3D. They gonna throw a shit ton of 3D. It's gonna be a shit ton of 3D. It's not gonna be as worse as Berserk.
Oh my goodness, that shit was horrible. I couldn't get past the intro.
Oh,
the first episode.
Y'all, after Fate Zero Stay Night, we are gonna do the 90s Berserk.
The 90s Berserk? Where do we even find that shit?
It's probably, I don't know if I ain't been on streaming like the backwater anime streaming sites in a good little minute.
The last time I got on the back, you know, the dark road of streaming was the first time I watched Hunter x Hunter.
You know what? I
that was during the pandemic.
Yeah, I watched Hunter x Hunter for the first time on the backwaters of streaming. It was before 2020 though.
I think I watched it during the pandemic.
Because I forgot why I did it, but I was watching it on the legit service and it didn't finish.
And so you had to do what you had to do. Same shit. Yeah, same shit. Hey, it didn't finish. I gotta do what I gotta do. That's how I got into binge watching in general. I got tired of waiting every week for a new episode of Full Metal Alchemist, and then they rewinded us to the beginning. I said, man, fuck y'all. I know this shit done already. Let me go find this shit. Hopped on YouTube. This is when you could watch whole shit on YouTube. This is like 2010 when you could watch everything on YouTube. Now you can't watch everything on YouTube.
But
But yeah, anyways, side tangent.
Based off memories, I will pay for the 90s version of Berserk. If we need to watch it, I will pay for it. I'll get it.
I'm sure it's on Amazon Prime.
It probably is on Amazon Prime. But
almost everything's on Amazon Prime.
Back to Bubble. It pops just as easily. That's how
it just didn't do it for me, man. I'm
so it didn't pick up to halfway through the movie, and that's when they go against the Undertakers,
Reapers, or the Morticians.
That's when you get the big action scene, which is actually pretty dope. Before then, it was just basically he finds, or Uda finds him. She comes out of nowhere as Bubbles, gives him air, saves him, get integrated in the group, and training montage.
Pretty much.
Then training montage, then the music video. It's a music video.
They did. They pulled an Aladdin on us and put a music video in the middle of it.
That's exactly what I was going to say. This is exactly what I was going to say. Music video. To give them some credit, the music was better than Aladdin.
I mean,
I don't speak Japanese, but it sounded better.
The only reason I'll say it was better is because it was all original.
Yeah, it was better orchestrated.
With Aladdin, they did
some pop,
almost everything. And then they did that one random ass music video that was not in the originals. But it did its thing. It did its thing.
I'm trying to give it some credit here and there. It visually top notch for the most part.
Let me move my camera so y'all can see me looking off to the side.
Visually pretty.
Fuck! I'm fucking up.
Visually, it was pretty good. Not top notch, mid tier.
Visually, it was good. It was really good. Like the colors, like I literally, there was one point I was like, damn, this is drawn really beautifully. Like, boom, look at the eyeballs on that shit. That's some Attack on Titan eyeballs. I fuck with it.
Yeah, and they visually, we can't say nothing about it. Story wise, So we get midway. They fight the Undertakers. That was dope. That fight was actually pretty dope. I like the parkour scenes in it.
I did kind of like the whole visual part of the little vortex shit that was going on.
I didn't.
That shit was.
I don't think they fleshed out the whole parkour team. What do they call it?
I can't remember.
Death parkour or something.
I can't remember.
But as far as I count, it was only 4 teams.
And you know the worst part? I'm talking about I can't remember. I just watched this shit an hour ago.
It was the Blue Blazers, the Mad Lobsters, the Morticians / Undertakers. And I don't know what the other team was named.
Oh, shit. I can't remember. I know they was in Tokyo Tower.
Yeah, Tokyo Tower was like,
and they was trying to get to it, but the all the shit that was going on with like the environment was making it hard. And the Morticians was cheating. They done got some technology Super and boots. Shit. They not doing parkour. They goddamn
jumping, leaping.
They do it. It was like, you remember in Avatar when the Zulu would fly with her feet, with her fire on her feet? Yeah, same shit with water.
Yep.
Like, damn, these niggas cheating. That's an unfair advantage.
They beat the Undertakers. That little party scene, it was all right. Ain't much really to go on. And then the Bubbles get active.
Bubbles got active.
Bubbles got active, and then they go to stop the Bubbles.
And see, the thing for me was just...
And then Shen to get in there with his leg. All Shin cared about was the parkour shit.
That was it.
He ain't talk nothing about parkour. He's like, oh, she might be good at parkour. Ooh,
that was it.
That nigga dope as parkour. We can't stop the parkour. That was Shin.
Yeah, that made me think of. You ever watched The Office?
Yeah, I watched The Office occasionally.
Remember that episode where parkour was like popular in you know, pop culture, and they was doing the parkour in The Office. Parkour. That's it. That's all.
That was shared personality.
That was it.
Bitch, you talking about parkour?
You said something about some parkour?
So he hop in at the end, get to do his parkour shit with his leg.
With his one leg ass. Not down on anybody who only has one leg. I actually had a friend, he passed away. He ain't had no legs. We used to joke with each other about him not having legs.
And then Hibiki, he saves Udas somehow. It was like that.
You know what didn't make no sense to me was that moment during the first time they went against the Death Squad. And they was like, and Uta was like, "Ooh, the vortex. Okay, the vortex. I'm gonna fly into the vortex."
Then she didn't fly into the vortex.
She did. And then Hibiki was like, "Oh shit, she flying into. Let me jump in there with her." And then they did the whole, "Oh, let's grab hands." And then her hand fucking disappeared.
Yeah, but he tosses her up.
Like
a whole floor.
The fuck was that? I was like, I don't know what I'm watching, bro. I don't know if I was literally like, I know what I want to give this, but let's see if it makes it this far.
All right. Before we go into rating, Danzo. Shit.
The writer.
Maybe we need to go watch the manga. I know somebody who's gonna listen to this either now or in the future.
They'd be mad as shit. How dare you trash this shit?
Bubba was amazing.
Nigga, I'm gonna tell you who I say the Danzos is. Jin Urobuchi.
He wrote the screenplay.
That's the motherfucker who wrote this shit. This shit was bad. And honestly, I'm gonna be real. As I was watching it, like I said, I rewinded a few times, and I was like, shit. The main reason I kept rewinding, aside from what the fuck is going on, was like, well, who's the Danzo here? No, I couldn't figure out who I would make as the Danzo. Yeah, because nothing about the movie just gave me nobody in the movie gave me Scrub vibes.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the whole Grim Reaper squad could be.
They beat two teams. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
They was cheating though.
I mean, Danzo was trying to cheat, but he didn't. he still didn't win. That was the thing with the Danzo.
That nigga pulled out like 15 Sharon guys and still got his ass whooped.
Danzo is an undeniable L.
Undeniable. I don't know, man. If we talk about in the movie, I think I know who I'll say, but I want to hear what you'll say. I'm gonna write it down so y'all don't think I changed my answer.
All right, we're gonna let him write it down real quick. I'm gonna put the Jeopardy music. Well, he got it. I don't need to put it.
Boom, it's written down.
All right. The Danzo Award. Honestly, y'all, I don't know. I ain't even thought about it. Really?
I really actually tried to think about it, and I hate to say it like this. The shit was so bad that I couldn't pick a Donzo. But if I was to pick a Donzo from the actual inside the movie, it would be the Mad Lobsters.
Why would be the Mad Lobsters?
They got their ass whooped.
I mean, that was the first time niggas used their little water jet boots.
Boom.
Which them shits had a lot of water in it.
Y'all had power. They literally said they should have the power advantage.
Oh, the Mad Lobsters?
Yeah.
Whatever that meant. We don't even know what that meant.
I don't either. They said they should be stronger shit. I know it's a race, so faster wins, but if y'all fighting while y'all race, knock these niggas out.
Oh, power, baby.
Throw this motherfucker off to where they gonna pass out. You know,
I think we're gonna have to. I don't think it's no Donzos necessarily in the story.
I don't think it's no Donzos.
We can give it to Gin Urabochi, but I honestly think he was condensing a longer story into a very short period of time. Because I think it was supposed to be more of the parkour. I think the parkour, because it's a shonen, you know it had to be action. So it had to be way more parkour. It was supposed to be way more teams. It was supposed to be like 10 teams at least.
All right, you gave us the Final Four. You gave us the conference finals. Like,
they ain't even like this is the semifinals of the parkour championship.
This is the conference finals. Like, boom, like the two winners from these four teams are gonna face off.
Nah, this was more like a regular day. They're going to them this day.
Today we're racing these niggas. I don't know. I felt like
they didn't really expand on the parkour thing.
I
mean, it makes sense. Yeah, orphans who ain't got shit else to do, so they come into the zone where it ain't no rules, and then they parkour.
Do they own thing?
More parkour. But I think it should have been. I think it should have been a bigger society in the little Tokyo exclusion zone, because it's not just these parkour niggas in this area.
Nah.
It's definitely supposed to have been way more people.
But also one thing to think about when thinking about it, like when they're doing their parkour races, they are in like extreme and hospitable locations.
Yeah, but they had a whole ship.
Crashed. They did.
Everybody didn't have a ship.
And the main squad had like 3 of them.
Did they? I only seen one.
Nah. All right, they had 2 of them. The main ship, and then Hibiki, he had his own ship.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. He was on his own ship, and then somehow, some way, he went under the water, and then Uta saved him and drove his ship back to the main squad ship.
You mean the boat? Nah, that was Shin.
The boat, whatever.
Nah, that was Shin. Shin had his own little boat.
Shin had a boat, but Shin was the Jerry Jones. This is my boat. I'm Kodak, but y'all can get on this shit too.
No, it wasn't even Shin boat. It was old buddy with the long hair boat.
Well, boom, there was 2 boats in the squad, because Hibiki had his own boat.
Then they had them little small boats. It just wasn't fleshed out enough. That's what it was. It's more story here, and I think they try to condense it in a very small story, and it just
they could have did like a 4 episode. They could have did like a 4 episode show.
Yeah, a little 6 episode little run.
I don't know, 6 too long. Give me 4.
I mean, standard like little short anime little burst for like 12 episodes.
True that.
Oh, Itachi. Series go. Who you got? It's 1 to 2 people. It ain't nobody else.
I give it to Hibiki. Main character.
You gonna give it to Uda?
I would give it to Uda, but I was kind of vexed at the whole Little Mermaid reference. So I was looking at her in a down light to start with because it was too heavy on the Little Mermaid reference.
Oh, that Little Mermaid reference.
But
once they said Little Mermaid, I was like, oh, I already know how this
But
goes.
Uta did go hard. Uta did go. Actually, no, I will give her the Itachi because she went hard in the shit. She really did.
I mean, she sunned Hibiki, even though he was kind of foul up front, but in training montage, he didn't really need to train her. She was already copying everything he did.
Like shit.
It ain't like she fostered it anywhere.
No, like I could give it to her. I could give it to her because she did go extra hard. And this nigga was shocked a couple times, like, wow, you go hard. Yeah, bitch. I'm not even human.
Yeah, he put that man in motion. Yeah, I get it. Uda, series go.
Uda gets the Itachi.
All right, what you gonna rate this motherfucker so we can get out of here?
I'll give it a 3 out of 10.
Ooh. I'll at least give it a 5.
Nah. Yeah, I wasn't going no higher than 4. I literally said this shit ain't getting a 4 for me. It might get a 4. This shit get a 3 out of 10 for me. God damn it.
Stop it, boy. I mean, a 3 is like it has some redeeming qualities. So I want to at least give it a 5. But you know it's a consensus here. So you want to barter down to 4? I'll take 4.
We could do it 4. We could do it 4. This shit was bad though. I did not enjoy it whatsoever. To the point where I wouldn't took a shit and just turned the TV up.
Oh, shit. All right. All right, y'all. Bubble. The Donzo Award is gonna go to Gin Urabuchi just for the screenplay. Yeah, the screenplay wasn't getting it, dog.
That's a first. That's a first.
Yeah.
This is a first. The Donzo was the motherfucker who made this shit.
Screenplay wasn't getting it, dog.
It wasn't hitting on shit.
Tachi Sears GOAT. I'm just gonna give it to the Little Mermaid herself. Uda.
Ariel.
Yeah.
Oh, Uta. My bad.
Uda. At least she ain't just dissolve the bubbles into nothingness.
I really thought that's what was gonna happen at the end of the movie. So I was a little, surprised at the end.
She came back in bubble form. She's a little bubble ghost.
A little bubble mermaid.
A little bubble ghost. We're gonna give this series a 4 out of 10.
Oh man.
Just for feeling like a waste of time. At least we spent a long time doing this.
This is true. This is true.
It's
what
cool.
we did Chainsaw Man already, didn't we?
We did, but it didn't record.
What did we? Oh damn! What did we give Chainsaw Man? I feel like we gave Chainsaw Man a low rating too.
Nah,
but I don't think it was
like a 7. It was like a 7-8 ranges, somewhere in between there.
Nah, because I know I was harsh on Chainsaw Man too.
We might have to do Chainsaw Man again when the second season come out. We'll do because I'm gonna have to watch the first shit again and then
I don't want to watch the first shit again. I don't.
It wasn't that bad.
I watched it twice already. The second time just to make sure I knew what was going on.
Okay, well when you do a recap when we do the second season because it's gonna be a whole series. Thing Majig-tastic.
Lord Jesus, Tyrone Christ be with me.
But this series get a 4 out of 10. Thank y'all for joining us. This has been Anime and Alcohol, and we are out.
Peace out.
I had to get a little too litty get through this episode.
Nigga, I drank 4 beers trying to watch this shit. I'm just gonna go ahead and get drunk now.
But I dozed off like about 4 times trying to get through that thing. I said, "Hold,
I'm gonna be. We ain't recording no more, right?"
I mean, we could probably put this as like a little end off. I see. I might edit it out.
I'm gonna be real. I cut that shit off.
Did you finish it?
No, I turned that shit off.
What was the last thing you remember?
I cut that shit off at the 1 hour mark.
So
I cut that shit off at the 1 hour.
Did you get to the point to where they was at least trying to rescue Uda?
I didn't even know she was gone.
Well,
I literally look. I was on the phone I was on the phone. I said, man, this shit bad.
So
the
after
I was talking to was like, yo, you gotta watch this shit. I know you ain't paying attention because you on the phone. You goddamn right, I'm paying attention, but this shit is horrible. So like I am not enjoying. There's like zero. Like after I got past the initial, wow, this is drawn really beautifully. It was bad.
So I'm gonna give you a quick synopsis. So after they beat the Undertaker,
hold on. Before you give me the synopsis, I literally said, "Wow, this shit is bad." I paused it right at like the 45-minute mark. I said, "This is horrible," and then I walked off, went downstairs, grabbed me like another beer, and I came back upstairs and said, "I gotta finish it." And I pressed play, watched about 15 minutes more. And I said, "You know what? Fuck this shit. I'm gonna just go ahead and call Casey and say, let's record."
Man, I could tell you. I at the end, I fell asleep. Like I had to rewind like 3 times.
We really should have did the second one, whatever that was. We should have did. At least it looked like it was some action going on. This shit was like, and then I was like, maybe there's like some fruit baskets type shit. You know, maybe it's a slice of life.
Nah,
okay, it's not a slice of life. Okay, damn, I could have probably survived with a slice of life.
You would have thought that first 45 minutes would be them
with that intro.
With that intro that took up like 3 minutes, would have been if they was doing a fruit basket slice of life shit, would be building a relationship, but they didn't.
It was something else I noticed from the intro, like right before the intro started. Although this is an anime, did you notice that this was a Warner Brothers anime? Warner Brothers produced it. It's some bullshit. Turn this shit the fuck off. Y'all need to go work on that DC shit. Quit fucking playing with me.
What are y'all doing?
What are y'all doing? Stop this shit.
Nah. So this how it ends. So you seen them beat the Undertakers, right?
Yeah.
So they had a little party. Did you get to the party?
Yeah, I got to the party.
So after
finally that, saved homegirl.
Yeah, after that, she not at the party. Hibiki goes to Uda. She at their little garden area with the flowers. And he's like, hey, what's going on? She's like, they're calling. I gotta stop them. And then the bubbles go crazy and start like a spiral in the sky. And so they start acting up. And then they was like, oh, shit, man. What's going on? The sea is rising. Tokyo's about to be destroyed. It's like, Vicky's like, I gotta go rescue Uda. And they was like, you going to the tower? He was like, yeah, I'm going to the tower. So like, we're going to the tower with you. And then so they follow him. Look, action scene ensues, which wasn't shit because it didn't really make no sense. They was just jumping all over the place. And Shin shows up, tries to helps them do some capoeira Brazilian jiu-jitsu shit with his leg.
Trying to be Eddie.
Blocks a whole steel beam with his prosthetic leg.
With his fake leg? Oh, hell. I knew that fake leg was going to come into play. First time he showed it, yeah, my leg ain't even real no more. And this looked like my family. His family must have been dead or something.
Uda makes it to the bubble. Not Uda. Hibiki makes it to the bubble, which he goes back in times and sees the day that the world Tokyo was destroyed, and then goes into bubble, black hole, and shenanigans ensue because I don't know what the fuck happened. That's why I kept falling asleep.
That shit was bad, bro.
So Uda saves Hibiki again, and they wind up on a rock again, and she's dissolved because she now hopped all over the place with him on her back. And that's it. They go back to parkour.
Parkour. God, I just couldn't. I was just like, man, this shit. I'm turning this shit off. Like I turned it off probably 3 times before I was like, all right,
I'm done with this shit.
I'm done with this shit for real this time.
This has been Anime and Alcohol. I'm keeping all that. We out.